proving it, that children can read at the age of 3. They can be able to work things out at the age of 3. And so we have people who say, I started writing at a very, very, very young age, before they would go 4-hour age for early child development. And I think what you're doing reminds me of that we breaking the stigma that children has to be 6-7 years old before they can even be dealing with numbers. But where they are heavily capable of doing these things. Hi and welcome to Social. Kalibitsoke Emmanuel Mutlala. I am Rasemishi and I am standing in for Kelebukhle Sukona. Today I have 2 guests in studio and they are going to tell us more about what they do, what they've done, and what they will be doing in the coming year 2023. And today in studio kinale me Mangu Nohuka. I think I got that right. And then Kinalinda de Rapelang Cimente, who are my guests and are going to be chatting with us on the things that they do. Mama Legai. You see a different face today. I know that you've been here before and chatting to a different person.
Yes.
Okay. My brother, how are you?
Yeah, fine. Yes.
We've never really shared a show, but you've been here a couple of times, I think, on other businesses.
Yes.
And I'm sure for next year we'll be with you starting from the beginning of the year. Right. I think starting with you, Mangu. Who is Mangu and what do you do? Yeah.
Mangu is an activist. Is an activist for social justice. She is also one of the directors of an NPO, which is White Flag for Gender-Based Violence. And but basically I'm an activist, I'm a mother of 3, and I'm a person who just loves black people.
Oh, okay.
All that's me.
I nearly raised the flag there and go like, this is racist. Okay, and my brother Rapela, what do you do?
Yes, Rapelang from Young Voice Academy.
Yes.
Yeah, reason why I say Young Voice Academy, because I like kids and I want to hear the voice of kids. That's why I became Young Voice Academy. And what I'm doing with Young Voice Academy, I'm just became a mentorship, to inspire the young kids, not only kids but even a youth, on how to move on with the life that today we are living.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Great. So both of you are social engineers somehow in your own rights, you know, in what you're doing. And maybe I think the biggest question is, what have you done this year that you think it's a highlight of the year? If I can start with you, Rapela. What is it that you can say for 2022? This was the highlight. We've done A, B, C, D.
On my side, 2022 it became a success year.
Okay.
Success year because first I'm going to highlight those big performances that we did.
Yes.
I'm going to talk about readathon.
Okay.
Yeah, we done readathon with ECDs. I think even it can be the first time to get that kind of event in Rodiport Theatre.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. Let's slow it down a little. When you say readathon,
yes,
are you saying like kids reading?
Yes.
But you say ECD.
Yes, kids reading from early child development.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which ones are ECDs? And those like
crashes? We talk about crash. Now we change the name, and I don't like the name of crash even.
Yeah.
Now I like ECD.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's early child development.
Yeah.
Kids that now in our location, it's not just to take a child to go and sleep, eat. And you understand? That's why now I change crash to ECD.
So you are saying that ECD kids reading?
Yes.
Okay, I like the sound of it. We can continue.
Not only reading, also maths.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was also with maths.
Yeah.
And it was amazing, the program.
Okay.
You can't imagine.
Yeah.
When we teach kids to go outside and move around and making their buying something and getting change on how to exchange with other people, experience of using mathematics. All right. This was the best for me. And the second one was Olympics, where now we introduce sports for the ECDs.
Okay.
And we organize now on the 1st October.
Okay.
It was amazing.
Man,
amazing.
You did a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
These are the two, let me say two, the last, let me say now, to close at least a year, last Saturday, now it was the music development concert, when we bring schools, we bring ECDs, we bring each and everyone.
I think you've invited for an ignorant word, the three tenors in Soweto. I don't know what they're called. There's a proper word for them. The guys who are singing the tenor.
Yeah, the Soweto Opera.
Soweto Opera.
Opera. Yeah. Now we're going to work together.
Yes.
Because I try to engage with them that how to inspire young kids to take their voice outside.
Okay.
This is what I, at least for 2022, 3 programs, the best ones that I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, awesome, man. Awesome. Mango. 2022. We were with you and I like the fire. Last time we were in the studio. But generally, we are heading towards the end of the year and everything is closing down. What's your highlights?
How do you beat that? like let's start there. How do you beat that? Because as a person who's got passion about kids, to me, my brother, you just spoke my language. How do I beat that? The highlight for us this year was how we managed to feed people.
Okay.
And I'm saying this deliberately so because we went out to a number of provinces, a number of locations to teach people how to do their own sustenance farming. Food is expensive.
Yes.
And we need to come to a point where we grow our own food and feed ourselves. And this has been my highlight. Because when I see some of the people that we've been mentoring and assisting, and how they posting even on Facebook, they're posting their vegetables and all that, and I know that people are going to eat for December because they've done their own planting. It's amazing. And I think that is the most biggest highlight for me, that despite the fact that we've had a lot of challenges, but that has been my highlight.
Okay. I mean, saying that, because I'm thinking, I don't know, I think COVID revealed a lot about things and how we have been stuck into an age of I don't know whether to call it dependency or something like that, but we never actually learned to do stuff on our own. I think we went to a culture of, as my daughter puts it, potatoes come from the store.
The supermarket culture, as I call it.
The supermarket, everything comes from there, the milk but most of these things is things that we can actually do them ourselves.
Yes.
And it's a no-brainer. It's just a change of culture.
Yes.
And you know, for what you're doing, I'm feeling that I think it's a very key thing in our society in trying to get people to actually make food themselves. I'm still on a program. I'm trying to plan it. But now, maybe if I can ask you, what's your biggest desire as you look at the year and, you know, in the process of a year? Going towards 2023, what's your outlook like? What are the things that you want to do there?
Our aim for 2023 is we have identified quite a number of communities that we can put into cooperatives, and we've spoken to them to say, okay, fine. If as a community, like for instance, we've identified ladies that will form a cooperative, and their cooperative will only be to deal with bread.
Oh.
Now, they'll make sure they bake the bread, they sell the bread to the community, and then there'll be another ones. Their specialty will only be cabbages and spinach, and if you want cabbage and spinach, you go by there.
Yeah. So
we are encouraging what we call a self-reliance nature.
Yes.
When you know very well that if I want bread, I'm buying from there, and if I want potatoes, I'm buying from there, and all that. At the end of the day, we've got this chain of supporting each other.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, the money rotates within ourselves, and in that way, we're making ourselves stronger.
Yeah.
Because we are the only, as Black South Africans, we are the only people that do not want to rotate the money within ourselves. And we need to start there. Because we cannot be strong economically unless we empower ourselves. Before we go and empower other people, let's start here.
Yeah.
Let the money rotate 3 or 4 times within ourselves before it can go out.
But isn't that talking to probably a concept of greed, which is nothing to do with economics, but something to do with morals? And because for you to support me, that means you must do it willingly and with a desire to empower me. And don't you think, I don't know if maybe doing something like that, you should be dealing more with morals than dealing with the concept of economics.
Look, it is true that we have to deal with the issue of greed. That is why before we get into any other program, we start by educating. We sit with the people, we educate. That is why we are eliminating the element to say, look, we can all grow the vegetables, but we specialize.
Okay.
Because how specialized are cabbage and spinach? We know that who is the specialty of doing this thing.
That's the supplier.
And at the end of the day, we are all going to converge there and ensure that, okay, fine. So each and every one of us will find a role to say, I'll be doing this. My specialty is going to be this. And everybody, so we eliminate the element of greed and the like, but it has to come with education first. Because once you skip the education part of it, then people are not going to do what we need to do.
I'm thinking the concept Yabotu, Ubuntu.
Yes.
I think it has been preached for
a very long time.
A very long time.
Yes.
And although we are preaching it, I feel we're not getting there somehow. People are not taking it seriously. I like the version. I would call it the Brenda Fassi version.
Yes.
That you should realize, I cannot be on my own. I need you in order for me to be. And so because of I need you, I must make sure that you survive so that I can survive.
I can survive, yes.
And yeah, I like maybe the concept that you're talking about.
I think we as a people, we need to move away from preaching about things, but start practicing them. Because when we leave a thing, it becomes so much easier. Because it's so wonderful to see a person, that person epitomizes Botu. Because this person does not need to speak about Botu. That person must just epitomize his Botu. And in that way it becomes easy to say, so and so. No,
yeah.
And we all need to come to a point where we are going to be Babatu.
Yes.
All of us.
Yeah, all of us. And it's possible.
Yes, it is possible.
Yeah, makes sense. Papa, my brother, your outlook. You've traveled 2022. You've done what you've done, and it's awesome because of your starting the little ones. You know, you are promising us a better South Africa tomorrow. 2023. What has been paining you about 2022 that you say 2023, this is what we should be doing?
Look, 2023, I think now, my motto, I always say to my people, and those who are under team of Africa Kiruna say,
Yeah.
it's gonna be successful year.
Okay.
2023.
Yeah.
2022 was success year.
Yeah.
Now
Okay.
2023 successful year. Simple.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Simple, you know.
Yeah.
My sister, as she was talking
Yeah.
about how to action talks loud than
Words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's where we lack.
Yeah.
When pastor asks but something is messy, it's because of that. Because we preach so much and we don't act.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Now, for us, 2023, we're still going to do more than what we have been done for 2022.
Okay.
Like what? This readathon is going to be repeated again
Yeah.
for 2023, and I expect that we're going to get more than 20 daycare centers.
Okay.
Believe me.
Yeah.
And on 2023, the Olympics that we did in Orlando Stadium is going to happen in Dobsonville Stadium.
Okay.
And we want more than 5,000 people.
Wow.
And I'm going to get
Okay.
this number.
Yeah.
And simple as how.
Okay.
The question, most of people outside, they ask, how do you achieve your goals? It's just only to come together.
Yeah.
How to break the chain of mindset. Most of the time, I see the lack of ECDs. They were not communicating so much with parents. Most of activities when they do, they was doing isolated and leaving the parents outside. Now, with Africa Kirona, we say each and everyone must come and play his role.
Yeah.
Parent must come and play his role. Child plays role. Educator plays role. Now, even society. Now, it's when we find private sector, even government, to say, look what we are doing. And we are this kind of work that we are doing. We are giving more strength our education. That remember, they were not even scheduled for kids
Yeah.
in ECDs to have a sport. But now with Africa Kiruna, we have all those
Yeah.
packages for the children. Sports time, dancing time, even poetry,
Yeah.
and everything like that. Now, maths, we include maths now in ECDs.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
Eh? Yeah.
Now, just imagine, now we try to reflect our location, daycare center that can be equal with those in suburb.
Yes. Yes.
Now, no one going to take their child to Johannesburg.
Yeah.
Why can you support your ECDs this side?
Yeah.
Because we have everything what we give you the menu of
Yeah.
what we have
What we
as
have.
a daycare center.
Yeah.
Now we all grow.
I'm reminded of a conversation that we once had. I think it was offset on one of the days. And we were talking about, I don't know whether to call it a myth, but how we were programmed all these years that a child has to be this age before they can do this, and then they have to be this age before they can go to school, and only then they will be taught numbers and they will be taught how to read and stuff like that. Whereas people around the world are proving it. You know, videos on YouTube are proving it, that children can read at the age of 3. They can be able to work things out at the age of 3. And so we have people who say, I started writing at a very, very, very young age before they would go for our age for early child development. And I think what you're doing reminds me of that we breaking the stigma that children has to be 6, 7 years old before they can even be dealing with numbers. But where they are heavily capable of doing these things.
Now look, I have evidences for child with 1 year and 3 months. show you all colors, 10 colors,
Yeah.
and shapes.
Yeah.
Talk about trapezium, to talk about, look, in education, they give so only 4.
Yeah.
4 shapes.
Okay.
And when I came, I said, no, we can teach a child 10 shapes.
Yeah.
And I remember that I have invitation for graduation in Dr. Mary.
Yeah.
Those young teenagers,
Yes.
grade 7.
Mm.
They didn't know to identify trapezium and pentagon. But
Yeah.
my kids, they could show them that
Yeah. And
they are able,
Yeah.
they are able to talk about trapezium, pentagon, and hexagon.
Yeah.
And those kids on that day, they say, but the young kids like this, we in grade 7, we can't. So say, this is how.
Yeah, I think, yeah, that's just breaking boundaries,
Exactly.
and especially in beliefs on what we were taught to be the right way of doing things, and what we now experience as the working ways of doing things. I'm saying this because I know that you are very, very passionate when it comes to development, and especially of a black mind. And I know that you talk white flag, but I know that you do far beyond and far more than that,
Yes.
and including in GBV and stuff like that. And what's your take in development of young people? I know I have a few minutes now to wrap this up and close it. But what's your take in especially ECD, child development, and young people development as a whole, and the transformation of it?
Look, we believe that we really have to be at the point where we develop our young people. The fact of the matter is that we need to move away from a particular form of a mindset. Whatever that we have been taught, because we grew up in a colonized era, we need to change our thinking. And unless we conscientize our children, and a child can, my brother has proven that you can conscientize a child from the level of an ECD and develop them right until the age of 18, 19. By that time, they've written. We're launching a program next year where we call it an aftercare program. But we are very strategic because we know that people in ECD they're talking about aftercare, but now we are not doing what they are doing. We are looking at a situation where a child is coming from school at 2 p.m.
Yes.
And the parent is probably home around 5. They've got
later.
no idea what was happening with the child in these hours. Now, what we want to do, and that we are launching next year, we want to keep these children for those 3 hours. We want to that they must be with us, and in that program we are going to assist them with homework. During holidays we are going to take them for leadership camp and all that, because we cannot be talking leadership whereas we fail to develop our own leaders. Now we're going to invite different guests and say, okay, fine, come, and here's a platform. Talk about your leadership skills and all that, so that we can inspire these little ones. Because unless we do that, we are in trouble as a nation.
For sure.
It looks like we are a leaderless society, and we need to do something about it. It's sad to see young people roaming the streets having no idea what's happening with their lives, and we need to start and change that now. So hence we are launching it next year, and it's also going to come under white flag, because let me explain the reason why white flag. I talk black consciousness and then I talk about the white flag. In a war situation, when you want to stop the war, you raise a flag, you raise a white. So we are raising a flag against all the injustices that are
I
happening
hear
and say,
you. Yes.
let's change our thinking.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
do something
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
We're simply saying,
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what we do.
Nah, awesome. Guys, I know that it was a short time, but it was awesome to have you. And it's brilliant. I just want to follow up.
Yes.
And come back next year and say, please invite us. You launch this, you launch that. We want to be a part of it and make sure that, you know, we also bring it here to present it on the studio. But yeah, it's been awesome. I wish you, in short, because my producer says, hey, we are running out of time. It's been an awesome one, and we wish you a wonderful festive season and a very peaceful one, and a prosperous new year coming ahead. Thank you very much, guys, and thanks
Thank
for
you so
coming.
much.
Yeah,
Thank you so
it's been
much.
wonderful.